Good morning and welcome, profit traders and investors. This is December 21, 2012. Glad to have everybody here. Great big good morning to you. If you're fighting some blizzards, I'm sorry. I hope everything works out for you. If you're sitting somewhere close to the equator and it's nice and warm, give me your address. I'm going to head that way. Okay. Let's see, just real quick, a reminder, we still have our holiday bonus on if you join or upgrade with Hit and Run Candlesticks for 1 full year. With the normal yearly rate, there's already 2 months built into that that you get at no charge. And then what we're going to do is add 2 months, so that gives you a total of 4 months. So you'd get basically, you're getting 14 months for the price of, 10, something like that. And then, if you choose to do a 6-month, there's already 1 month built into it. You throw another month on top of that, so you're paying for 5 months and getting 7 months. For non-members, if you'd just like to simply become a member and try it out for a month, we're going to throw in 1 month for you. All of this is good up until December 31. And anyone who does any of the above, you will receive $100 off the upcoming Rounded Bottom Breakout Clinic. It will be here online, and it will be recorded, and it will be toward the end of January. Alrighty, let's go take a look at some stock picks. FYI, there is not a featured stock pick today. I just don't think the market is worthy of one of those, whether it's long or short. So no featured stock pick. Real quick, let's take a look at the SPY. Our dark cloud cover is still there. We did not negate that dark cloud cover yesterday. One thing about candlesticks is we all know, for the most part, we all know what they are. We really do. We all know what a bullish engulf is, what a bearish engulf. We all know those. Most of us know what the best 12, maybe 14 candlesticks and candlestick patterns there are to use, and most of us use those. There's some little details that we might need brushing up on, and one is that a candlestick signal does not need to produce fruit right away. In other words, if we have a dark cloud cover here, it does not have to produce fruit the very next day. It can just hobble along here a couple of days, because what that is a warning sign. That's a warning sign. When we start seeing the close below confirming that, that's the follow through, and it doesn't have to be the very next day. The warning sign we could have easily jumped up a little bit, put in another warning sign, and then down. Well, we wake up this morning and they just simply gapped it down on us. Looks like we're going to be running around the 50-day simple moving average. Big question now is, will it hold? In all honesty, I haven't the foggiest clue. Here's what I do know, though. If it'll hold, we will see it in the candlestick. We will see the bears come in, the bulls come in. We will see a wick starting to be drawn here. If it does not hold, I can just about bet it's going to come down to the 200-day simple moving average. Maybe not today, but I can almost bet it's going to do that. Now, with all that said, it means absolutely nothing, because we are being held hostage. We are being held hostage by our friendly friends in Washington and the lack of them willing to play together. So that is what is happening right here. We are being led around by our friends in Washington. Okay, now let's take a quick look at the featured stock picks, and we're going to start with that one right there. AUMN is a long. Some of us went long yesterday. We have a little bullish engulf here, closed up over the T-line after a little bit of a pullback. Our first target basically going to be the 200-day moving average, and then after that, looks to me like there's some pretty good target up ahead, into the $6.50, $7 range, somewhere up into there. So we'll see how that works out. Good looking chart so far. Nice rounded bottom being built. Nice little pullback like normal, and then that's what we're looking for. The next chart on our featured pick list is DNN. DNN. We don't have a double bottom here. It's close, but it's not. But what we do have is a low, a high, higher low, reversing with a nice little bullish candle here. Rallied up to the 50. Wow, failed there. That's pretty normal. Pulled back a little bit, and then it jumped right on top of that 50 with another couple of days of consolidation. That is a normal chart right there. When we see, a chart move up and move back, that's normal. And then it moves up again and it moves back, that's normal. And then we see a bullish candle right here. That is what we look for a candlestick to start being long in this. Now, somebody might have seen this yesterday and said, hey, that's a nice chart pattern forming. Maybe you bought a little bit yesterday just because it's above the 50, the 34, and the 20, what we call the big three here. Maybe you're looking at that and thinking, okay, I'm going to get in. Well, if you are, you're ahead of the game today, or you're ahead of the game yesterday, and then today we want to buy this on strength. Another one making a nice rounded bottom. We'll look for a higher move there. HNSY, another little rounded bottom. I mean, when this starts creating a bottom like this, what we're looking for are higher numbers. Say a month from now. A month from now, what we're looking for is price to be in the top right-hand corner, and where we bought it, we're looking for it to be in about the left-hand lower corner, and then what we have is something like that. Of course, it's not going to be that perfect, but that's what we're looking for, because as we buy in here, and as the chart moves to the left, price moves up. That to me is a perfect world. And then we'll say a month from now, whatever, 3 weeks, 6 weeks, something like that. Give it some time. As chart moves left, price will end up down here. Where we bought it will end up here, and our price will end up here. Perfect world. That's what we're looking for, and it all starts from these rounded bottoms like that. Walmart. Walmart is still a short, I think. Walmart has got a little blue eyes failure. What we have is a down move, a bounce off the 200, and we got up into the 34, the 50 right in here, and then started rolling down. And right now it still looks like it's a short. I suspect Walmart is moving somewhere in this area right here at this point. I mean, anything could change in here. That's a lot of space. But right now, based on the chart pattern, I see a little more downside. Could we bounce up a little more? Absolutely. Absolutely, we could. The big thing is it needs to clear this area right in here. And if it moves up there, I'm still going to look to short it on that Walmart. GWW, Granger. WW Granger. This may be a short if it starts to pull back. That's what I'm looking for here. It's here, typically what we look for is a rally up like this, a pullback, and then we want to start moving back up into this area here, the 34, the 50, maybe even the 200-day moving average. And then what we want to see is a failure. And of course, we want it to come down below these lows, and then that failure makes us some pretty nice money heading down. So this is a short on weakness below the T-line. Well, if it starts trading below the T-line, I would take a look at that. And I have no idea what any of these are doing pre-market. Didn't look at that. COO, C-O-O. This is another short setup. You can see the rounded top. You see the rounded top. It gave warnings here. It pulled down and it came back up, and now it's giving warnings again, and now we're starting to roll right here. So anything below this area here, I would look at shorting COO. TJX, another short failing up here, putting in a nice little top around the big three, the 20 simple, the 34 EMA, and the 50 simple right here. We've got a little evening star up here with a little follow through yesterday. Any kind of a weakness below these lows, below what appears to be a double bottom right now, I would look at shorting this to the downside. Probably seeing something in that area right around there. Come back and test this area here. FIO, another possible short. You can see where it's moved up, it's pulled back, and now it's trying to move up again. It's created a high right here, created a high right there, and a low, and it has failed to create a higher high and putting in a bearish candlestick right at a whole bunch of strong moving averages. This starts breaking down. This is one we'll look to be short on. Excuse me. Today, today with the market gapping down, careful not to chase anything. And I probably should have said this early on. Careful when you trade today. Be sure that's what you want to do. Now, if you wake up in the morning every day and you say, "Oh, goody, today's my day. I get to go to the dentist." If you do that, then you might want to trade today. If you wake up and you have a dentist appointment and you find every excuse not to go because you truly don't want to go to the dentist, then you probably don't want to be trading today. Today's the day to start backing out of things. I wouldn't rush into anything. I'd be very, very careful. If you think you're going to catch something on sale, well, be careful. That's what I have to say about this. Until this whole fiscal cliff thing gets settled, we could be in for a whirlwind of trouble here. We've got the whole Christmas holiday coming up. It just doesn't make any sense to be jumping in the water with both feet. Putting one toe into a shark-infested ocean, you could get your toe bit off. So have some caution here. Have some caution when you're trading. We could just sit here and tell jokes today and have a good time. Okay, Merck. Merck is another short. Now, I've been short Merck up here, so I got the gap yesterday. Good for me. I'm still looking for gap Merck to move down. It's possible it bounces a little bit right in here, but I'm still looking for it to move down a little bit lower. Yeah, we could see Merck in the 39, maybe 39 area. So a little more room to move down. JCPenney. I think JCPenney's is now a short. JCPenney's has been acting very good here. I mean, it's made some really good gains. We've got a nice bottom, nice little J hook up here. Well, now it's having trouble. So it might want to give back some of that, and we might want to take advantage of some of that right there, of the profits you made. Yeah, take advantage of that down move here on JCPenney on weakness. XNPT, another possible short. It's been rallying up. It's pulled back. It's trying to move up again. Kind of looks like it's starting to roll over here. We have a little doji bearish engulf right at the 50, coming down through the 34, the 20, the T line. I would look at shorting this on weakness. Another one is CCL. Now that's already gapped down, so I think it has more downside. What I would do is if this does start to come up, I would look at shorting it when you see it start to roll over on an intraday chart and take it down. And then, of course, anything below the low of yesterday, I would look at shorting that. And right now, we'll look at the 200-day moving average as the downside target. Let me see here. Okay, I've got a couple of minutes. I'm doing a video here, so I've got to get it all set up. But I did have a couple people ask me up above there. Let's take a look at UPP dollar. Try that again. Huh. There we go. Just have to hit the right one. UUP looks like it's moving up a little bit. If it starts moving above the T line, it becomes a short-term swing trade, so we start looking at it. The big thing here is, whoops, that's not quite what I wanted. That's what I wanted. That's what you need to overcome right there. So, basically over the 34 and the 50, then it might get serious right there. TLT. TLT, that also looks like it's moving up this morning. It's got some headache to cut through. It's got some headache to cut through. Once again, it's Friday. It's options expiration. The holidays coming up. Washington is in a mess. They're in a whole big pile of due, and they don't know what to do with it. Just go shopping today. Be cash. Be cash. TBT. TBT looks like it's moving up. We have a nice rounded bottom, a good rally, good pullback, nice little flagging right here. Looks like it might work out pretty nice. And then somebody I saw just asked me, I have time to do one more. What was that? CRX, I think. CZR. That's the one. CZR. Right now it's setting up. I closed mine out yesterday. It wasn't worth the risk for me. This is setting up to what looks like a very, very nice J hook. But what it amounts to is what it does in there. What's it going to do with these highs, and what's it going to do with these lows right here? That's what we need to watch for. Again, very, very nice chart setup. I was long on this. I got out of it. Just worth the risk. I'm in about 20 positions. At the close of today, I might be in 5 before the day's over. I'm going to start backing out of a lot of positions as I did last night, taking some profit. So, okay, I need to get this going. Good morning again to everybody. Thanks for being here, and I'll be back in just a few minutes.